Hello, this is Samuel from Smart Graphics. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Introduction to Photoshop. In this class, I am going to be teaching you how to open a Photoshop document. If you are opening Photoshop for the first time, let's just say you do not actually understand what you have on your screen right now, and that's very okay. We are going to deal with it. So let's just come right here to your left hand side where you have new file. Let's just click on new file right here, and here it is. For you may actually not have anything in your recent tab. This is just because I have been working over time with Photoshop, and that's the reason why you have things here. Let's now come down to our right hand side here, and as you can see here, we have the preset details, and the first thing that you see here is the title of your project. So you want to work with a project and you definitely need to give it a title. For this sake, let's just title it tutorial. After titling it tutorial, we need to come down here to where we have width, height, and I would actually love to run down this thing with you, where you can see pixels, inches, centimeters, millimeters, points, picas. These are all forms of measurements, but primarily Photoshop is a pixelated app. And what do I mean by this? This just means that Photoshop is an app that deals with pixels. Now, what do you call pixels? As we go into this video, you understand. Now, as I have chosen pixels, you automatically have 1920 by 1080. This just means that there will be 1920 boxes arranged in the width and 1080 boxes arranged in height. You may not really understand it. As soon as you open the documents, you will get to understand what I mean by that. So like you can see here, you have the orientation of the artboard, you can have the portrait, and you can have the landscape. So portrait and landscape, I'm sure you know what it means. Portrait is the regular, vertical picture, while landscape is the regular horizontal picture. So usually, this do not really matter if you are choosing a square dimension. What do I mean? Let's say we want to choose a square dimension. So let's say the width is 1000 and then we make the height 1000. There is no, 100 here, 1000. There is no change you make here that would alter the figures here because it is a square dimension. However, if you change this to another number, say 1200 for example, when you change it's currently marked on portrait, but when you change it to landscape, you see that the figures keep switching as I'm changing it. So having said that, let's come down here to the resolution. And the resolution just talks about the quality of your artboard. The lower the resolution, the lower the quality. The higher the resolution, the higher the quality. And if you are working for prints, that means that if you are doing a design or anything for the sake of printing it out, then you are actually fine working with a resolution of 72, 100, and 150. Within those range, you are very fine by working with that. However, if you are working with a design that is meant to be on a screen, because screen permits whoever is viewing your design to zoom in and out as they will. So if you are using a lower resolution while zooming in and zooming out, your design will start blurring out and losing quality as you zoom in and zoom out. So that is the reason why when we usually want to make use of a resolution for a screen design, we start from 300 upwards. Please, if you have any question, don't forget to leave a comment so that I will answer it. So just like I said, you can choose pixel by centimeter, but it is so much related to what you have here. So without wasting more time, let's go down to the color mode. And in the color mode, we have the bitmap, we have the grayscale, we have the RGB, we have the CMYK, and we have the lab color. Now we come down to white, background content. So you can choose the color of your background. You can have black background, you can have transparent, you can have a custom. understand that if you want a black background as your foreground, so when you open your documents, what you can see is white. That's what you have. If you want a black, as you can see, it's already changing here. If you want a background color, I suppose it's still white. If you want a transparent, meaning that when you open your document, you are not going to be seeing anything in Photoshop aside the regular transparent, those gray and white boxes that looks like that dart scheme. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So if you choose custom, then you probably want to pick a color here of the background that you want. Otherwise, you are fine with using white background. Then color profile, because this is a tutorial for beginners, I'm not going to go through it. Maybe as time goes on, you'll understand how it works. In that light, I'm sure you at least understand a bit about how to choose your document. For the sake of this class, let's choose a square pixel, 1000 width and a 1000 height. And because we are not printing it out, let's choose a 300 resolution. So at the end of the day, you have a quality work. Click on create, and voila, we have our document opened up. And yes, I know opening Photoshop up like this can be a bit confusing. Some of us have actually done this, and some of us may have not even opened it before. But trust me, it is not as hard as it looks. So I don't want to waste any more time. I want to show you what I meant by Photoshop being a pixelated app. Because I have a white background, I'm zooming in, you may not see what I mean. But let me bring in a picture to show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, let me pick this design that I did. Yeah, let me just pick it and then try to zoom in. Now, while I'm zooming in, can you see the boxes? These are called pixel. One of these boxes is a pixel, 2 is 2 pixels, 3 is 3 pixels. So if you count the number of pixels on this vertical line according to our dimension, it is 1000. And same thing when you count on this end. Don't judge by the picture. The picture is not a square distance. So okay, let me just take it off. The picture is not a square dimension. So I just use the picture so that you can see these pixels deeply from within. So if you count the number of pixels vertically, it's 1000, and horizontally it is 1000. That also gives us a square dimension of pixels. I hope you understand everything that we have done in this class. In the next class, I will teach you how you can customize your documents. As you can see, everything is looking messed up, confusing. You probably don't even know the next thing to do, and that is very okay. It was like that for many of us who started Photoshop. So in the next class, I'll teach you how you can customize your documents, how to work with each tool that you need, so that whenever you enter Photoshop, you already know where to pick each tool that you need. I hope this class was a bit helpful, and I trust that you have subscribed to my channel. Please, if you have not done that, try to subscribe to my channel so that I will be encouraged to release more videos for people who are just coming up. Thank you very much for sticking around. Samuel Graphics here. See you in the next class.